With over 300 million digital banking users in India and rising expectation for personalization, cloud native engagement are helping fintechs move from transactional to transformational. This session dives into how data-driven cloud solutions are enabling real-time insights, contextual nudges, and seamless customer journey. Joining us are two leaders who have built engagement platforms at scale. Let me introduce Mr. Manjunath KG, founder and CEO of Kenscio. Welcome, sir. Please have a seat. Known for his pioneering data-led marketing automation in India's fintech space, Mr. Manjunath, thank you for joining us today. Along with him, we have Ms. Chandni Mehta, Senior Director at Turtlemint, a platform that is redefining how insurance is distributed and personalized across digital channels. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. And to lead this conversation, we've got none other than our CGMO, Mr. Gaurav Ramdev, to lead the same. Thank you, Gaurav. Over to you.
Thank you. We don't have to eat it, right? Not made of cake. Yeah. Cool. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being a very patient audience, waiting for this one. This is a big one. So let me get going without much further ado. On stage, we have two. Am I loud enough? We have our lovely guests. Let's get on to speaking about what we are here for, from data to delight. Well, marketers are always notorious for collecting data and using that. I don't know whether delightful marketing, but customer spam. So let me just get into it head on. To unpack this, let me start with Chandni. Chandni, tell me something. At Turtlemint, an insurtech platform which has been a pioneer in customer engagement, from your experience, what are the biggest challenges that fintechs and insurers face today when trying to use data for personalized, multi-level, multi-channel marketing?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the question. One of the biggest challenges today with data and putting data in one place so that it's getting used in multiple places is one of my biggest challenges right now. Most of the times we're talking from one data source to another data source, then making up another data source, to derive data fields and more intelligence, and then do something about it. So really, to deliver the experience of the intelligence I already have, for every user is so much more tough because it's all spread across so many platforms. Like my mix panel is giving me data on my app usage, and then there is another data source that's enriching my data on his Sybil and his usage and patterns. My marketing tool is telling me whether he likes certain things or not. There's some level of interest I'm able to generate or not. Now they're all in different places. Now if I'm able to sort of club all that, make like a churn prediction, make like when is a good time to reward him, those are ways I really want to delight the customer, which is a lot of hardship goes in sort of putting all this together. So
I sometimes wish all of these data sources never triangulated with each other because our jobs would be in threat. So at least there is a human in the room trying to figure out, triangulate all of this data from different sources and all the signals. So thank you for that. And coming to the question of the hour, what does data to delight mean for you and your customers?
Yeah, I think exactly what you just said, right? When at the opening, right? So we want to move away from spamming to engaging, and the only way to do is when I'm contextual to you, right? The reason you feel it's spammed is because we're just giving one size fits all, right? And that's why it seems it's not for me and I'm troubled, right? So I think data to delight is just to be able to deliver the context in which you really want to engage. That's
Got it. And going off script, but have you figured out a metric internally that tells you a score on delight from your customers? Is it verbatims or is it some metric that you try and figure out?
Yeah, we are obsessing about this right now. WhatsApp increasingly, consumer behavior has also moved to WhatsApp a lot more, right? So when we do WhatsApp, and this is I'm specifically talking about WhatsApp because we excessively do WhatsApp marketing. So engagement, we have bots. We don't just stop at delivered or read. We say, or even CTRs, we say, have you engaged on the bot conversation, right? So have you clicked, or what is the next level conversation, and how long have I been able to keep you on that chat? So the metric really is engaged per messages in that bot.
Got it. Great metric. So number of responses and number of engagement on the WhatsApp, I think is a great metric to have. Moving to Mr. Manjunath. Mr. Manjunath, your solution is now live on Protean Cloud. Could you share the vision behind building this product out and perhaps talk to us about how it addresses the industry pain points?
Being in the MarTech industry for close to 2 decades, we have seen the evolution of siloed platforms, and most of the fintech companies probably about a decade back were using siloed platforms. Actually, that gave us an idea about how do we build, because the channels were evolving, correct? Today we have so many channels, as you see, correct? Apart from email and text messaging, we have WhatsApp, RCS, browser notification, push notification, mobile apps came. So certainly the marketers, the fintech companies, wanted to give them a customer experience, a unique customer experience by leveraging all the interactions their customers had with multiple, across all the channels. And they want to identify the same user who is coming, and I want to give them the experience. And Chandni really put it across how she is addressing it. And we wanted to build a platform that addresses their requirements. And why in India? I think you must have seen that I think India is moving towards Make in India initiative. I think most of the companies today on this floor itself we can see so many Made in India initiatives. So we wanted to be in that league as well. So we started building our own tech stack, Made in India, and of course Protean Cloud is also made in India. So we have an end-to-end stack built out of India and hosted in India. That was one of our requirement to build this. Yeah,
that's phenomenal. So at Protean Cloud, we are proud to host a platform hosting this next generation of multi-channel marketing solution designed to help FinTechs and BFSI leaders to reach, engage, and delight customers seamlessly. Moving further, Mr. Manjunath, one more question, since we heard from you on how you're trying to solve for the MarTech community. What makes your solution really a standout solution? What's the differentiator? If you could shed some light on it.
So, having worked with fintech companies for close to 2 decades, we certainly knew what their challenges are. And also the evolving compliances that are coming in place. You must have seen that, Make in India initiative, then data residency that is coming, compliances very acute, because every now fintech company is very compliant on these things. Just ISO, not ISO 27000 is just not enough. Now we are also looking at SOX 2 compliance, correct? And of course, data, the customer data, fintech customer data is very secure, has to be secure, because it is financial data, and all of these guys, correct? So how do we kind of prevent continuous breach of these secure data? So we wanted to kind of build that. I think Protean came in very handy, so we have never had any such breach. And apart from that, we also have a robust, resilient platform and a cloud native platform, correct, for us to scale on this one, because our demand we don't know, correct? Suddenly Turtlemint wanted to deploy about 2 million emails in just 1 hour. We should be ready to deploy that on time, correct? That's just not for Turtlemint, for all the fintech companies, correct? And of course, being in a host in India, and data privacy, data resilience, and Indian consumer data not going outside for processing and resides in Indian secure servers. And also we wanted to build a platform that is most affordable. I think today we are the I can say the most affordable and the lowest TCO on the earth, I can say, the platform.
Phenomenal. And since you're sharing your perspective on cost and on scale and uptime, could you put in a Protean Cloud pitch of how good we are with, with your solution being hosted on Protean Cloud.
So-
And talk to us about
volume.
time,
Yeah,
talk
sure.
to us about
So,
other metrics.
Yeah. So as I said, like we have to deliver the messages on time into their inboxes, correct? Whether it is real-time notifications, with the promotional messages, in spite of all the the complaints that are put in place by various service providers like telcos or mailing providers and all the stuff, we need to make sure that these systems have to be available, and we cannot dictate the time when these messages are getting processed by our marketers. The systems have to be available 24/7 to get your. How do you feel that if your OTP message doesn't come in time in less than 5 seconds? We need to consistently deliver that, correct? Because a lot of escalations can come in. So certainly our customers are demanding 99.5% uptime, and then available with a disaster recovery in place.
Perfect. So Protean Cloud, as you would have heard, offers upwards of 99.99% uptime and scale at the speed of thought, and the ability to sovereignly keep the data, and no breaches till.
Yes, no breaches, and also ability to deploy just not millions, billions of emails or notifications or messages in just few hours.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Chandni, first question: when are you sending the million emails in 1 hour? Because that means business for us. So jokes aside, I think looking ahead, I think looking ahead, where do you see multi-channel engagement going, and especially in the next 2-3 years, 5 years perhaps, and how do you see technology shaping customer delight in FinTech? I'll repeat the questions because these questions are not mine. So looking ahead, where do you see multi-channel marketing going in the next 2-3 years? As a marketer, perhaps as a director, and as a person, as a company who would see, engaged in MarTech solutions.
Yeah, I think it's already there, right? Yeah, today I'm not sort of depending on one channel to deliver it, and that includes Meta to there's something going on performance, and then goes to WhatsApp, and then there's a fallback with SMS, and there's an IVR call, or there's an AI call. So multi-channel media really is evolved. I think in the next 2-3 years, what will it do is it'll sort of stitch into this many data sources that I said, right? So I think as marketeers, most MarTech folks have figured out how to have their the whole sort of multimedia bit talking to each other very well. There are some inefficiencies though, I would say, but those are also sort of, I think those are simpler problems to solve, and it will just sort of iron itself in the next few years. The other question you had was on customer.
How do you see technology shaping customer delight in FinTech? Perhaps?
Yeah, I think I'm quite excited about the whole agentic AI bit delivering amazing quality of experience, and including sort of improving cost efficiencies for us, right? And that is unheard of, right? I mean, so if there's something that as a marketer, that I'm thinking will be revolutionary for the next 5 years, it will be a lot of stuff that AI is doing. I don't need to depend on my creative teams or on my marketing teams to be able to design, a multimedia strategy. My AI is going to do that thinking for me and even deliver it. So I think,
agentic AI is something
those
that you
are
look forward
those are
in the
pieces
next
I'm really excited
Great.
about.
I'll just take a moment. If both of you could look towards this side, that's our system which is going to get launched. That's AI in a box. You can literally procure the server rack and place it up at your place, so that you get all of the things that you said, which is agentic AI. Not only that, but also the other AI services that are there right out of the box on day one. Sorry for the marketing plug, but that's my job. Mr. Manjunath.
As Chandni said, I think the role of AI in marketing is really tremendous. Today we are able to write content, able to create journeys, and of course doing the customer prediction, what they will be doing next, and also choosing the right channel, the right time, with the right communication. And of course the message has to be very, very hyper personalized for everyone, because everyone's needs are different, correct? It has to be right. written in the tone that that particular person appreciates, correct? So these are the things that are going to come and revolutionize the way the marketers are going to communicate. So no longer will be considered spam, it will be more apt, contextual, needy, and essentially like marketers are at their doorstep, for the right consumer to come and do the necessary action.
Perfect. That brings us to the closing of the fireside. If I will leave you both, but before that, I wanted one piece of advice that perhaps you can share with your fellow CMOs here. What is one piece of advice that you would share with them? And I'll come to you as well.
Okay, so one piece of advice is that we need to be very, very agile. I think most of the times, our baggage sort of stops our growth, right? And the speed at which things are changing across consumer behavior, technology, I think you can't be static, or you can't stick to the belief that you have built. I think you need to learn every day on how you can do. So this job is, so the job description keeps changing every day. It's not a CMO role really that it used to be.
Yeah.
So
Apart from saying Kenscio is the best marketing partner that you can have, which other advice do you have?
no. I'm just trying to tell in general, not just us itself. Of course, certainly, I suggest to all fintech companies to adapt Make in India products, which are more agile in nature, and also adapting to the technologies of their needs, and also with the data residency in India, essentially not hosting on foreign players where the data is getting processed, and which can be certainly read and other stuff, and also someone look for who is very agile, cloud native, and who has built the platform using the latest technologies at the lowest TCO. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Thank you, Chandni. Thank you, Manjunath, for your insights. What we heard today is clear. Data isn't just about metrics and marketing, but I think data is about personalization and speed to market. So Protean Cloud is delighted to power the multi-channel marketing solutions, giving FinTechs and BFSI companies the tools to transform engagement with real customer delight. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, Gaurav. Thank you for being with us as a partner. Thank you, Chandni, for being our client, esteemed client. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Perfect. Back to Palak.
Thank you, Gaurav, for moderating it for us, and thank you, Ms. Chandni and Mr. Manjunath, for joining us today in this insightful conversation. May I please request Gaurav to please felicitate and give them a token of gratitude from our end. Thank you.
मेरे पास घर है, गाड़ी है, और क्या क्या है? अरे यार लाइंस बता दो।